Hello, welcome to Love for Winter. I'm glad to have you back on my channel once again. I am late as usual, going over our life makeover for week 25. So I'm just going to jump straight in, and this is the ending of week 25. And the title of week 25 is titled, Are You a Spiritual Pioneer? Now, before I go into it, I'd like to go ahead and tell you what's going on for my newcomers. On Sunday, supposedly on Sunday, but I do it either I put them out on Sunday or I will put them out on Monday. Occasionally it'll be Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, but mostly Sunday and Monday. But actually it's supposed to go out on Sunday, and that's the beginning of every week challenge. Each week is a different challenge, and this is a life makeover series for the whole year of 2018. If you're just coming in and you hear what you like what you hear, you can go ahead on and click on the playlist, and it'll take you and start from week 1. Because we started from week 1 in January. So you can go ahead on and start from week 1. If you have any comments, you can leave them below. What I'm doing, and on Saturday, I usually put up a video at the end, for the end of that week challenge. Today is Sunday when I'm making this video, and it's going up Sunday. Sorry, I am late. I've just been busy again. So I'm gonna go jump right in, and then also I'm gonna go ahead and make another video tonight to release today as well. So it should be two videos coming out today on Sunday. All right, let's get started. It says, are you a spiritual pioneer? Week 25, this is the ending. It had three sayings, I can say, I guess, that we were supposed to pick. I'm sorry, 3 challenges that we were supposed to pick one of the 3 challenges. I don't know, I can't hardly talk. One of the 3 challenges we're supposed to pick and incorporate that in our week this week. And I share what I do, and you can feel free to share if you did it as well in the comments below. Or you can feel free to comment on the way I handle my challenge. All right, here's the 3 that I had to choose from. Either take a stand for something you believe in, even if others around you think you're crazy, or risk telling the truth even when you're afraid to do so, or honor yourself by referring out any client or customer who is not aligned with your values. And this week, what arose in my life was number 3. Honor yourself by referring out any client or customer who is not aligned with your values. What had happened was, I'm a PD specialist, and I go out to different daycares, and any teacher that want to receive their CDAs, they will call a PD specialist to come in to do a verification visit, which is an observation of them working with the age group that they want their CDA in. So I had been working with this teacher, counseling, rescheduling. So I finally got it done. And we finally did get a chance to keep a appointment. So when I went in, her portfolio, her competency book was missing, which they supposed to have it there because that's what we get our scoring tool out of, to score the candidates for their verification visit. So she had to call the director to bring it from another center to that center, which I waited. And then while I waited, I flipped through her portfolio, checking the other items. Okay, so I got to one of the main items, which was her certificate. They supposed to either have went to college, some kind of class, government class, or it could have been college, government class, or a fast track class that shows that they cover 8 areas, and it took 120 hours to cover those 8 areas. So I asked her for it, and she said that they didn't give her a certificate. So I told her, that I need that certificate to do the verification visit. But then I don't know what threw me off. Then I thought about it, and I'm like, no. And I went back on my notes, and I said, oh no, I can do the verification visit. But what will happen is I will, when I enter in her scores, and when did she have her 120 hours certificate, I would say no. And they will hold up her CDA credentials until she mail them in to them for them to see it. And it could have took weeks and weeks for that to happen. And I did not want that to happen to her. So I told her the situation, and she called her teacher from the class that she had taken for her 120 hours. And apparently the teacher thought she had sent her given her the CDA, the 120 hour certificate, saying that she completed the hours. So I was standing in the classroom when she was in there, and she was talking to the teacher on the phone, while she was taking care of the children. And she said the teacher wanted to speak to me. So I got on the phone, and she said, yes, I thought I had gave it to her, but I'll go ahead on and email it to her, so she can give it to me, or even if I can just see it, with the teacher's signature on it and what school she went to, make sure that it was a credible school. Even if she could have showed it to me on the phone, that certificate, I could have went on, and they could have printed it out and put it in a book. So, and as the teacher was talking, she said, but I'm coming from out of town and I'm driving, so could you go ahead on and enter it in and say she did it. And right then and there, I was not going to let it cross my values. I told her, well, really honor yourself by referring her. I didn't refer her out. Maybe I did number 2. Risk telling the truth even when you're afraid to do so. It's not that I was afraid to do so. I guess it went into 2 and 3. It wasn't that I was afraid to do so. I know this lady had been battling with this for so long and hadn't paid for classes, and the classes be $500 and then another sum more if she didn't get it done by a certain time. And she had been battling with it for a couple of years to get it done. And I was trying to wait around to help her out. But when the teacher told me that, I said, no, I cannot do that. I say, what I will do is put it in the system. It'll take her some time to get her CDA credentials. She'll have to prove it to the council that she have it, mail it to the council, and the council, she'll deal with the council. But I'll go ahead on with the verification visit and the observation, and I'll, put it in as that. And I'll note that she didn't have her 120 hours. And that would be a holdup on her certificate. So she said, oh, I used to be a PD specialist. Now I teach GED classes, and I teach the classes to get CDAs and stuff like that. And she said, so I might have more clients for you. I'm like, okay, that's good and fine. My name is Tawana Smith. Please send them to me. I wasn't sarcastic like that, but I'm like, okay, well, thank you very much. And what's your name? Tawana Smith. But no, ma'am, I cannot enter in the system that I saw her credentials of 120 hours signed by a credible school in her portfolio. I can't do that. And she said, I know. Okay, but you asked me to. So, well, push come to shove, she said she'll send it that night. She didn't send it that night. I didn't put the scores in. I had 48 hours to get the scores in. And what was so sad about it, the teacher that was getting her CDA, she was texting me late one night, and said, did I get them? I didn't answer her back because it was late and I was tired and there was so much business going on, and I got sick and I was puking all over and all this kind of stuff. So the next day she texted me, and I said, well, I was out and about. I said, well, when I get back home, I'll check, which I did. Later on that night, it was there that night or that next morning. I checked after that. It was there. I had entered her scores. I called and told her, yes, I put the scores in, and I did see it and everything is fine. But yes, I guess I did between 1 and 3. I had to say no. Not that I was scared to, but usually stuff like that, I would usually be like, well, I guess I could, but no. I'm learning I'm learning that. No, feel confident about it. No, that's it. This is my values that I believe in. So I believe that's it. And I just had to do my job. Like she had to do her job. That lady had paid her to do her job. I had to do mine. And I try to help all of them as much as I could, because I could have entered those scores in and put that she didn't have it and didn't give her a break. Or I could have done that. But I didn't. I gave her up to 48 hours to make sure that the teacher got them to me. But after that 48 hours, if she had not gotten them to me, then I would have had to do what I had to do to send it in without it, and it was been a penalty toward her. So that's what I did, I guess, between 2 and 3, and I'm proud of myself. So thank you for watching, and make sure you watch the next live makeover, which is on week 26. And I hope you are having a great week, a great summer and everything. We're out for the summer and I'm enjoying it so far, but I am going to work tomorrow at one of my friends' daycare. So, woo, my goodness, with babies. Haven't dealt with babies in a long time. I've been dealing with older children. So, like I always say, I don't know where, I don't know when, and I definitely don't know how. But I do know that God will make a way. We got to keep putting our trust in the Lord. See ya.